And we're back. Welcome back to Hot Topics Live podcast. Let me ask you something. Have you ever been feeling stuck or powerless or overwhelmed or trapped in a cycle? Because if you have been feeling like that, if you've been suffering in life or you have this feeling that you've been suffering, this episode is for you. My guest today is extraordinary, and you're going to want to stay till the end because she's going to do something incredibly special for you. And if you've been following Hot Topics Live podcast, I always do something incredibly special for you at the end, but you have to stay to the end to experience it. And it could absolutely change your life. This is a transformational episode. And you know me, I'm a coach and I love a good transformation. And today I have an absolutely extraordinary coach for you today. And this is going to be one of the best, most healing experiences that you have had on YouTube in a long, long time. So if you don't know me by now, I'm Kia. I'm a coach and I love talking to people. This is Hot Topics Life podcast, a podcast that it aims to help you live your best life possible, right? And remind you that you are amazing and you deserve it just simply because you were born, right? You know, all the good things, you're worthy, you're enough, you're amazing, all that stuff. So I want to give a shout out to my sponsor really quick. So bear with me, okay? Or, if you're watching this later, fast forward. Okay. So my sponsor is Mental Health Code because mental health matters. And you can go and find Mental Health Code on Instagram. Okay. I'm not selling you anything at all. I'm just telling you, I'm informing you about Mental Health Code and that they exist. And you can go there to take courses, to get support, to learn a lot, and just have community. And so it's a great place and go check it out. Thank you to Mental Health Code for sponsoring this episode. And with that, I'm going to tell you about my extraordinary guest. There's a lot to tell. So if you don't know by now, I will read her bio because there's so much going on. So my guest today is Nila, and she is a postgraduate chemical engineer turned IT entrepreneur who is passionate about coaching people into possibilities. Oof, chills. She is a 3 times best-selling author on Amazon, a spiritual medium and divine channel with experience in more than 60 different healing modalities. Let me tell you something right now. If you don't know that you're about to experience something incredible, you're not paying attention, okay? Nila is the founder of Light Key Wellness System, a healing modality channeled by her from the source of light that helps people to embrace their mastery and divinity. In a very short span of time, her courses have reached over 150 countries and about 1,000 or 15,000 students. She has channeled around 100 courses and conducted workshops on countless topics. Nila has also coached and facilitated numerous people one-on-one across the globe, which is my favorite way to coach, and helped them choose their dream life. Ooh, I'm about that. So her specialty is quickly shifting people from victimhood to mastery. She also runs an IT company that offers custom software solutions for small and medium-sized organizations. Talk about a busy woman, and we are blessed to have her give some of her valuable time to us today. And thank you for the lovely compliment. I love those. So thank you so much. And thank you all for watching. If you have questions, you can put them in the comments. If you love this episode, you love anything about me, any of that, drop a comment, drop a heart, whatever you want to do in the comments. And without further ado, here is Nila.
Hello, hey, thanks for having me.
Well, welcome to Hot Topics Live podcast, and the pleasure is all mine. So, Nila, I have got to know you do so many things. What led you down this path?
Well, I think I was born this way. Right. So I was born in India in a very small village, which is very patriarchal, right? So women are not valued, or at least
Mm,
when I was born. So there was always a cap for women. And being a very rebellious, very aware child, I always questioned everything. I always did everything different. So it was difficult for my parents and teachers to handle me because I was too different. I was not into any template, right? So that's how things started. I started writing when I was 5. I started writing letters to my friends. I started writing stories. I started choreographing in when I was about 7 and things like that. So I was always very, very, very creative. I liked expressing myself, and I was always aware that there is huge realm out there, more than what we could see, hear, and feel. So that experience or that knowing was always there for me, and I always thought, as far as I could remember, I always thought life is not supposed to be this intense and dense. As a child, I kept saying, it's not supposed to be like this. It's not supposed to be like this, because boundaries, any definitions, made me feel very restricted and constricted. For me, I always knew the possibilities are infinite. If somebody said, you can't do this, I would ask, why not? Why can't we do it differently? Right? But that obviously made my life very, very, very difficult as well. Right? You are always the black sheep, you are always the outcast. People couldn't understand you, and that made me feel very anxious and depressed as well. And I didn't have anyone to share my feelings. I was alone in this. My parents couldn't understand it. There is, of course, no blame. That's all they knew. They brought me up in the best way possible for them. But for me, it was not enough, because my world was very, very expansive, and I had to put myself in a small box. It was like putting a tsunami in a bottle. that's
oh my gosh.
that's what I always felt, and that made me search more. When I went into a top university in India, my doors were open a little bit more, and I started searching, started reading, started asking more questions. What else is possible beyond all this what we are seeing? But again, I had to go through a lot of difficulties because I was different. And in 97, I hit a rock bottom when I lost baby boy.
Oh,
And at that point, I thought, this is it, my life is gone. And then, some you had to survive. So my search widened. I went and saw a guru, and that experience was very different. He was a divine channel, and the information he gave me was very interesting. Kind of gave me a hope that there is something beyond our normal life. I studied Reiki. That was when my healing journey started. I
mm.
studied Reiki. I started offering my healing to people close to me, but that wasn't enough. I started learning more and more and more and more, and every modality would work for me to certain level. It'll take me to some distance, but after that, I had to learn something more. That's how I ended up learning 60 different modalities to fit
Wow.
myself.
Oh,
Right?
I feel that. I really
Mm.
do, because I feel like I'm always learning something.
Yeah, yeah.
And what you said about feeling like the odd person and like sort of the black sheep and being really alone with that in childhood, I absolutely identify with that. That was like hearing myself talk to me in a
Oh,
way. It really it's extraordinary because I felt like that all through elementary school, and then
mm,
I won an academics award, and I got
mhm,
accepted into a private school, right?
mhm,
And when I went to that private school, I was even more different. Like, I was already different in
mm,
some ways at home, and then I was more different, and I had no one to talk to about it. And I just ended up starting journaling, and that
ah,
was, like, my first like, writing was my first outlet to express my feelings
mhm,
about, but I was very anxious and very depressed as well,
mm,
even as a young girl, because
mhm,
I felt so different
yeah.
everywhere I went. I don't never look like anyone anywhere I went.
And Kia, my understanding now is that all those anxiety and depression, it's not even ours because we were very aware, because our awareness was so intense, so wide, we were just picking up what everybody was feeling around us. We were just being aware of all the lies, being aware of all of people's feelings and emotions, and we thought it's all us. I could walk into a room and I could say, this room is angry. Or this person is going through something. I could say my parents were into some sort of conflicts. I was able to say, this person has some very deep grief. All those when I was a child, like 10, 11, 12. But there was no way of validating it, right? So I felt very conflicted when people said something, but when they were feeling something different, I felt very conflicted because my awareness was not in sync with how people were acting. So that's what I think most spiritual, most aware people go through, and we think it's something wrong with us. But we are just too aware. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, actually, because I started reading at 3 years old,
Ooh.
and by the time I was 5 and 6, I was reading, like, at an adult level, right?
Huh?
So the
Mhm.
world was very open to me through
Mm,
reading.
mm,
So it made me much more aware than a child of my age, which would
mm.
make me odd to them.
Right. Totally. Yeah.
Mhm, yeah.
Right. So at some stage, I got into the awareness that there is nothing to fix here. Right?
So after all those modalities and trying to fix yourself, you're like, "You know what? I'm not broken."
Absolutely. I'm just different. That's it.
And it's
That's
okay.
yeah, yeah. Actually, it's more than okay because that difference is the contribution we bring into the world, right? If everybody is thinking and behaving the same, there are no new pathways. Everybody follows the same pathway, and where is the question of invention, where is the question of expansion when somebody is different? Or I mean, everybody is different. Some of us act like it, some of us don't. Right? That's the difference. Everybody is unique, everybody brings piece of home. That's how I see it now. And some people acknowledge it, some people are aware of it, some people just bury it, right? So that difference is the piece of puzzle that we bring into this world to brighten it up. I remember home. My home is not like this. Not like
Mhm.
this. So I remember I bring part of home to show it to this world how it could be, right? And you bring a different piece of that puzzle, and we put all that together. When we bring all that together, we create the golden earth. So that was my realization. that there is nothing to fix. I have to just embrace my difference. That's what actually I teach through Reiki Wellness System. You embrace your divinity by embracing your difference. So in 2004, we lost our mother-in-law, and it was a sudden death. It was a very difficult time for the family. So I went to a reading with a medium. That was the very first time I went for a reading with a medium. In the sense, I was reading a lot about metaphysics, the mediumships, past lives, everything. But that was my first experience. The session was over phone, right? But that person was describing the room I was in, whose photo I had. And he was telling me all about my ancestors. He was giving me information about my mother in law who passed. Oh my
Wow.
God, that reading blew me away totally.
I can just imagine.
Yeah, it was the evidence of, spirit. He was a total stranger, but the evidence he brought me through kind of blew open lot of doors for me. And he said, you are a healer and you are a medium and spirit, you have a lot of support in the spirit world, and huge armies out there to cheer you. I was laughing because at that point of time, I was still trying to fix myself, right? And I was also mourning for my baby. I mourned for my baby for 8 years, literally. So
Ugh.
that was in the mourning period as well. So I laughed at it. I said, no way, that's not going to happen. But to be honest, I have no idea how I was sitting in a development circle within a month. I still can't remember how that happened. I should have called somebody to go there, right? But I don't remember. I was sitting in a mediumship development circle within a month, and I trained for 6 years in UK in Three Bridges Church. That was an amazing experience. That again kind of brought down all the walls I had around me. So now it's me and the universe. I knew, right? I always knew. And all the light beings, all the spirits. So that was a huge turning point in my life. And when my son came through and said, hey, why all this drama? We had
Mm.
an agreement. I wanted to have a few days experience on the planet. You agreed. I chose you. You agreed. And why are you actually, why are you doing all this drama?
My God, it makes me emotional.
Kia, I'm telling you, my
Mm.
grief just flipped. It lifted. That moment I remember very well. 8 years of grief lifted in a second.
Extraordinary.
I now celebrate my son, right? So I celebrate, okay, I was contributing to him to have, for that spirit to have the experience of this life for a few days. And
Wow.
he chose me. It's not like I'm a victim. He chose me. He chose me for my strength. He chose me for my choices. And
You just never think of losing a child like that. Like, that is not a thought that you would naturally have, but it makes perfect sense.
yeah, totally. Yeah.
Wow.
And since then, I have given a lot of readings to people, and I've seen people transforming, coming out of grief just in one session, just when they hear their loved ones giving them some evidence that they've not just vanished, right? They've just changed the frequency. They've just
Whew.
dropped the body, but they are
Mhm.
still here. I've seen spirit coming and saying, I saw you Saw you shopping today and you dropped a skirt. Wow, what a specific evidence, right? So
Wow.
then they know, okay, they are around. They're not perished. They are there.
What a beautiful gift to give to people who are grieving.
Oh yeah, I've seen.
This reminder that I know when my mother passed away, it was very difficult for me, even
Mhm.
though I understood that it's all energy
Mhm.
and that she had just changed form, right?
Mhm.
But it helped me. I started to feel better when I started to talk to her. And
Hmm.
I felt like, and every now and again, I am, even in with my coaching practice, I really like to challenge people to speak out loud and to talk
Oh
to
yeah,
themselves. And
yeah.
it's people think I'm crazy for suggesting that. Even in the mirror, I often say, do it in the mirror and talk to yourself. But what really helped me transform my grief,
Mhm.
even knowing that she had just transformed, she wasn't gone.
Mm.
You know, the energy was just different,
Mhm.
or she just returned to energy and left the physical form, I guess I would say.
Mhm.
I would just talk to her and say everything I needed to say. There were a lot of, because my mother and I were like in a fight when she passed away suddenly,
Mhm.
there was a lot of things left unsaid to say
Right. Mhm.
that I didn't like. If you have a loved one who is maybe perhaps you know they're going to die and it's happening slowly, you have a time and you should take that time to talk everything out and get everything out in the open, you
Mhm.
know, and do your forgiveness and all of that while you can. But it's not impossible to do after they've departed. And
Agree.
so for me, it was so important to like remember that, like to pull myself out of that grief was to remember that and to have
Mhm.
those conversations anyway.
Yeah, it helps a lot, Kia. If even after all this work, I had hard time after losing my mom.
Mhm.
um, our relationship was kind of different. It was strained, and then we healed. And towards the end, she was very grateful to me. So
Mhm.
we did a lot of work together, healing
It's
work together,
beautiful.
and she passed very peacefully. I didn't think the grief would hit me that hard. I really did not think, because she had about 5 months. We knew she was going to pass anytime. But so I was kind of prepared. That's what I thought. But when I saw the body, it was very different. And unlike my father, who came to me the very next day, my mom didn't come through at all.
Wow.
So yeah, it was difficult. Like totally, she's gone. Every day I used to talk to her, and so totally there was a vacuum. But what helped me was writing a letter to her.
Mm.
Yeah, she didn't want to connect back to earth plane at all. She wanted to travel in the universe. She's that kind of person. So I didn't want to pull her back. Instead, I just wrote a letter. Whatever I wanted to say, I just told that, I missed her so much, and which I didn't expect. And I honor her memory and things like that. And there were some feelings that were answered, and I did try to write about all that and burnt, and that really, really helped me process my grief as well. So one thing I have learned from all the work is that people, when they pass on, they don't want you to get stuck with them. Many times they come back and tell me, okay, ask them to move on. Yeah, ask them to move on. That's what they want, because the more we are attached, we are actually creating a card between us and them. And some of them, they really do not want to connect back into the earth plane at all. They just want to have different experiences. I have had spirits come and told me, I'm not going to talk to them. Okay, just tell them that I'm well, and ask them to move on, ask them to be happy. That's what we really like. Okay, so it is good to, of course, it is good to have evidence that our loved ones are uh, in great frequency transition, and whatever expansive journey they are on. It's also that we got to understand it's a different life altogether, and we shouldn't try to keep them keep them attached to this planet. So letting go is a great, great practice for us and for both of them, for the spirit, right? So
Beautiful.
yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. I didn't think of that. Like, you could keep them tethered to this plane and they
Oh,
wanna
yeah,
go off and explore what else is I would
yeah,
wanna go off and explore what
exactly.
I've already been here. Like, see what
Right,
else there
totally.
is, right?
Like my mom, when she was here, she used to say that she will always come back and she will give me information about the other world, but she hasn't. But
Wow.
she drops a lot of information in my dream, but
Hmm.
not as a typical mediumship conversation. But that's okay. That's where we got to be. And I have seen people, coming for reading, and the very next day they come back and ask, is there any other evidence, any more evidence as well? So,
Mm.
in a way, that's kind of limiting them. So, let it go, let it go, let them go. They are not, they are not into a black hole. They are just expanding. Okay, it's not that they are not here. Let them explore their new journey. And also, it's not linear. And some people come back and ask me, have they moved on to another life? It doesn't matter. We think one life, one journey, and it has to be from A to B to C. It's not like that. That is that big spirit. And we drop into that life like a pearl. The spirit is like a necklace, and each lifetime is like a pearl in it. So it's not like they just move on into another life and they forget all about you. No, the spirit remembers everything. And you can actually speak to them from your heart. When you send out the thought waves, they receive and they respond as well. And at the end, probably we'll have the experience. I will walk you.
Wow.
Okay.
That is really just deep, really deep and profound. And I was just thinking when you were talking about people coming every day, I
Mhm.
imagine it could be once they realize it's real, because a lot of people will be like, ah, that's not real. But like once you can give them information that they're like, oh, hold on now.
Yeah.
That no one would know that, right? And then they realize that, oh, this is actually happening.
Mhm.
They could see it as a way to stay connected to their deceased
Yeah.
loved one
Yeah.
and almost get addicted to
Yes.
coming in. And so I think it's really important that aspect of just letting go, like let them,
Mhm.
they want you to be happy, let them go be happy too, and
Yes.
whatever else they're doing out there.
Mhm.
And then I think it's extraordinary how you're able to use your mediumship with your coaching and how you can take people from feeling lost or feeling like a victim into mastering their lives. How do you actually use your divination in a way that helps people to rapidly transform?
Okay, there are two different kinds of coaching I do. One is, I work with them. I can see through how they function, what are the memories or conditioning that are holding them down. And I work with them using different modalities, using divine information, divine frequencies. And the second one is I teach them how they can do it for themselves. Okay, so that's light key wellness system. The healing modality I channeled from Source of Light. I actually channeled about 100 courses, with manuals and everything in 2 years during COVID. And actually, the information came through back in 2011. But I wasn't confident. I was fully into corporate life, so I wasn't confident to talk about it to anybody other than my close circle. And I was giving them the information and asked them to practice, etc. But in 2019, I got a big push from the spirit. They asked me to really roll out the information.
Like it's
So I,
time.
yeah, you see, divine time, exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I asked in my Facebook, I asked, I have some information. I'm looking for volunteers to practice and give me feedback. I had 300 people applied for it. And I chose 33
That's
people.
extraordinary.
Yeah. I chose 33 people and we practiced together for 33 days and got more information from the practice, and we put together the course. It started in 2019, back end of 2019, and then the COVID hit in 2020, right? Right. And the information was so useful. So many people used it in the hospital when they were in intensive care, and people used it to protect themselves from the virus, and the people used to move things logistically. A lot of people didn't get the hospital beds. People got stuck in places and got sick, and they used all this information to move stuff with ease and grace as well. So it's really simple. We have certain symbols. We call them light keys. You can practice them and or rewire your brain to higher
Mm.
frequencies. You just, as you said, writing creates change. So we practice with hand for 33 days, and that rewires your brain to higher frequency. And we also use light key frequencies that can be invoked via intention. Normally frequency healing is through instruments, like, right, like tuning forks, and you need an instrument to invoke a frequency. So light key frequencies can be invoked via intention. So remotely, it was really easy for us to work through during COVID, especially. And these frequencies help your body and the cells to vibrate in a high frequency and change and shift what's going on in your body. So it's very simple. It's not just body related. You can change your financial reality. You can change your relationships. That's what I teach people, to do it themselves. It's not difficult. It's really, really simple. Even children use it. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. You can see videos of children telling us how they used light key frequencies and light matrix commands to change things, like change fever, to stop rain when they wanted to go.
The brain. That's extraordinary.
So it's 5-year old, 10 years old, etc. So these are the two streams I actually lead people through. And I would say, when you learn these like key tools, like key courses, you really don't need private sessions, right? So I always encourage people to learn and be empowered rather than depending on the coaches. So even
Mhm.
somebody doesn't come back to me, I'm happy because I know they are empowered enough to take things forward. Okay. So if anybody wants to experience, we can do a small demo of how this can work.
That sounds amazing. I'm interested. Let's do it. Let's do it, shall we?
Yes, I'm going to give a very simple protocol to feel better. Okay, so this is not about mediumship. This is the light key wellness system protocol to make you feel better instantly. Are you all ready? All right. I want you to just look at something in your life that's pinching you, that's upsetting you. Okay, got that? In 0 to 10 scale, how heavy is it? 10 being the maximum. Got that? Okay. Just scan your body and see where exactly you feel it. I'll take shoulder as my example. Okay. And put your hands on the part of the body that feels heavy when you think about this issue. Okay. And now you're going to call waves of kindness. Okay. Waves of kindness is a light key frequency that helps you move into kindness with respect to this energy, and you will see a difference. Okay, you can rub or just place your palm on that part of the body and call waves of kindness. Out loud is great. Always when you use your body's modalities, you are making the body to participate in the healing. Okay, but if you can't call out loud, it's okay, you can simply call it in your mind, waves of kindness. And just relax and allow this frequency to work for you. You don't have to visualize, you don't have to do anything. Waves of kindness. See, I'm already getting yawning. Energy is moving. Okay, take a deep breath and let go. This is one step. For some people, things shift instantly, but we are going to go through a couple of more steps. Okay. Now, can you assess how the intensity is in 0 to 10 scale? Maybe it's 10 to 8, maybe 8 to 2. Just have that in your awareness. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to draw what we call it as kindness key. Okay. So kindness key is two infinity symbols um, joined together. I'm just looking for a prop here. I couldn't get it. Okay. Joined together diagonally, but you don't have to know right now. Just follow my finger with your eyes. Okay, so we are going to trace kindness key with your eyes. Just follow. Take a deep breath and let go. And we're going to do 2 more times. Another deep breath. One more. Now we are going to take a staged breath. 2 breaths through your nose and 1 breath and exhale through your mouth like this. Go for it. 2 more times. All right. Now sense how the sensation in your body is and what the intensity is. If you still have some more, put your palms on the body and call waves of kindness once again. And this time, I'm going to be sending some powerful frequencies. See if you can feel the difference, okay? This works if you are live or watching the recording as well, okay? Okay, it's done. And now go back and check the intensity and the sensation and let me know how you feel now. Kia, we are back.
Oh my gosh. Well, I definitely feel calm and I
Cool.
definitely feel less stressed
Mm-hmm.
about the situation, which I have
Mm-hmm.
adult children, if
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
And I'm trying to help them get on their feet and it's trying.
Mhm. Mhm.
But I have been carrying this distress
Mhm.
around. And
Mhm.
I actually feel, I don't know if you can tell how I'm talking and everything, like a lot calmer.
Yeah.
Like,
Grounded.
just like it's
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
down. We've come down a little bit. So it
Mhm.
feels really good. I
Mhm.
feel very calm.
Yeah.
I hope everybody else, I'd love to know what everyone else thinks. So drop a comment. Let me know how you felt about that experience, whether you're watching live or later on. And I'd love to know because I read my comments and to see what everybody was thinking. So,
Cool. So this
yeah.
is the whole point. What happens is you come out of the situation into the calmness so that you can see more possibilities. When we are stuck in the problem, even the possibility is right in front of the face, we don't, because we are just looking at the problems. What happens is with this, we actually come out. We see that we are this infinite spirit, and the problem is like a cloud in the sky, right? When you are the sky and the problem is the cloud, it's easy to change, right? You can do anything with the cloud.
Yeah.
That's what
Wow.
happens. You move into that infinite field. You start functioning as the infinite spirit you truly are. This is just one tiny example. This is like, how to say, this is about 1% of what you could do, right? It took probably 2 minutes. Or for some people, just calling waves of kindness itself would have shifted something. So that is 30 seconds. So in 30 seconds, if you can shift something, why not?
I actually think the act of calling in the waves of kindness out loud
Mm.
and hearing yourself say the words
Mhm.
is incredibly powerful. For
Yeah.
me, it felt very powerful to just have that intention
Yeah.
and hold that intention of what I was calling in.
Mhm. Yeah. Actually, your voice is a key to your healing. Your voice, when it commands something, your body hears it better than else anybody else's voice as well. So that is why we do all the chanting and mantras, right? Because you are actually commanding your body of that higher frequency the mantra brings in, and in this case waves of kindness frequency brings in. So don't despair. If you are stuck, don't worry at all. Go to infinitehealing.co.uk and download the free course. You have more tools in the free courses. Okay. So this life for me, this life is supposed to be joyful. We are on a beautiful planet which is inside a huge abundant universe. How can it be dense and intense? Tell me. We have made it so through our mind's way of interpreting things. If we don't assign too much meaning, if we don't take things too seriously, life will be more joyful. And that's where light wellness system will take you to, with ease and grace. And sometimes I have had complaints that this is too simple. Seriously, people have complained that this is too simple. How can this work? Try. You don't have to take my word for it. Try. Give it a try a couple of times.
It
Then,
makes sense, right?
mm,
Because you can look at it from any perspective, but we have a power,
mm.
no matter what your sort of spiritual religious belief. They all say that we have a power
Oh yes.
within us,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you think that you can command, you can use your voice to command things using your power,
Mm-hmm.
right? And as much as you believe, then it's really is that simple. The problem is the mindset a lot of
Yeah.
times,
Yes.
which is
Yes.
why I do a lot of mindset work,
Mm-hmm.
with the people I work with,
Mm-hmm.
because you have to unlock the mind. And
Mm-hmm.
I think my vocal coach told me, shout out to Emma, okay, voice of your mind. She told me that your voice will become unlocked because of when you unlock your mind.
Ah, interesting.
So
Mm.
this is how I learned to sing, but it's
Right. Oh.
applicable in
Mm-hmm.
all of these
Mm-hmm.
ways.
Mm. Yeah.
Mhm.
So imagine the energy or the power that makes a plant or makes a flower bloom, and the energy that runs the galaxies, and the energies that are running through our body. They're all the same, right? It's all the same. So if that is the energy that's running through our body, how can we be different from a galaxy? How can we different? How can we be different from a flower? It's just a different expression, right? It's like the waves in the ocean. One wave may be small, another wave may be very flashy, but it's the same ocean. So, whatever the ocean has, the wave has. Whatever the ocean has, the drop has. So, we have everything. It's like we sit on a treasure and beg. That's it. It's the
Mhm.
recognition of it. That's why you can command the universe to work for you. You can ask the sun and moon to bring you clients. You can ask the planet to show you the riches. The planet has all the riches you are asking for, right? It's not coming from dropping from anywhere else. So ask, talk, command. See, you bring a piece of home without which the universe is not complete. Without you, the universe is not complete.
Oh,
There is a
beautiful.
vacuum without your existence, right?
Mhm.
So that means you are precious. The universe needs you to complete itself. Your existence is that precious.
Mm.
Then why would you limit yourself? Why would you feel stagnant and stuck? Keep moving, keep asking, command and demand from the universe. Whatever the universe has is yours. So just ask and take it. And I'm not belittling the experiences people have had, trauma and abuse, etc.
It's true.
Those energies actually keep people stuck. People get stuck a lot.
Mhm.
Um, but if we recognize that, we can move beyond it. Those experiences don't have to define us, then we flourish. We actually take those experiences and transmute them into something really, really beautiful and expansive, so that, others can learn from it. Even your perpetrator. You don't have to be stuck in the victimhood to teach people lessons. That's one thing I have seen over and over again. So, letting go of the experiences is hard for people because they think if they do, the perpetrators are set free. But who you are carrying the burden, right? It's like having the poison within your body and hoping that somebody else will die.
I
You don't
love
have
that
to do
saying.
that. Yeah, you
Mhm.
don't have to do that. it, I'm in no way justifying anything that happened to you, but you are much bigger than all that. You have that precious, precious gift that you brought into the world, and the world needs it. So I invite you to go beyond all these experiences and memories that are holding you back from having everything you dream of. It is possible. And you don't have to do it alone. That's the thing. And that's where I teach you to connect to, beings of light out there who can help you day in and day out. I have had um, for psychic surgery from King Solomon, and I have my body has been upgraded by an avatar of Vishnu, whom I'm not, I wasn't aware of. And I have got joy code from beings called Elohim. And if I have to explain all these things, it's going to take a lot of time. But I'll see, I'll see how quickly I can do that. Right, back in 2012, a dentist told me that I had to have a um, root canal. Okay, so I'm terrified of dentists. So I kept asking questions and asking the light beings to help me. When I went to bed, I felt intense energies around me. Okay, so I asked, okay, what is this? And I saw a big man with all the crown and things like that. I asked, who are you? He said, King Solomon, just go to sleep. Okay. Okay, and I saw helper as well with him. That's it. I blacked out. I totally blacked out, and that was in sleep. That was kind of anesthetics, right? Okay,
Wow.
yeah, that was normal sleep. And the next day when I woke up, things were kind of sore. And when I went to the dentist next time, no root canal. It is amazing, isn't it?
That is incredible, is
Yeah,
what it is.
it is.
It's like it's unbelievable.
Yeah,
Like, extra king like, when we're talking about King Solomon,
yeah,
we're talking about the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
king. So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that is wow.
And one
I'm
thing,
blown away.
there are so many such experiences that I couldn't even believe. Recently, not recently, I remember exactly December 29th, 2024. Okay, when I was in bed, I woke up around 3 o'clock, and again, the energy was so intense. I mean, it was so intense that I couldn't sleep. I just wanted to eject out of my body. It was very, very intense, and I was saying, oh my god, I just can't stand it anymore. And I saw this big figure with head of the boar. Okay, I hadn't seen any such image or picture or anything like that before in my life, truly. Okay, I was brought up as a Catholic Christian. So I was wondering, oh, I haven't seen such being before, and it doesn't seem like Earth being or any other realms I was aware of. So I was saying, okay. He said, okay, your body is being upgraded. Go to sleep. And then I saw two big serpents sucking things out of my feet. Okay, that's it. I blacked out altogether, totally. And the next day, I woke up and checked on ChatGPT. What kind of figure is this? I haven't seen it before. And it was an avatar of Lord Vishnu called Varaha, which I wasn't aware of. Seriously, I'm telling you, truly,
Wow.
truly.
I mean, I'm speechless.
Yeah.
That's rare. Okay.
I
Wow.
was I was speechless as well. Oh my god, what a privilege. Oh my god. People wouldn't believe me. Probably people will trash me in India for saying this, but this was a true
Wow.
experience.
I mean, if anyone has heard of Abraham Hicks
Yeah.
or Bashar
Mm.
or countless other. I've had some people. My former spiritual guide Julian. You have to go back through the old episodes of Hot Topics Live to find him, but he channeled messages for me for a good year and helped me to develop my gifts. Like
Mhm.
if I hadn't been aware of all of these experiences and had some of my own, I would be like hugely skeptical.
Oh yeah.
Okay, because I'm such like a logical person, but sometimes we have to understand that there's more than we're aware of,
Mm.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I tell you, if I didn't have some really unique experiences that I felt like I'm like, if I can't tell anybody this, then I would really have a hard time. But honestly, I think it's a profound experience that you've had, and to see how you've been able to manifest tuning in and tapping in and helping so many people. I mean, it's clear that something's happened.
Yeah. And after that, my body has become much, much, much better. I was going through menopausal symptoms. It was hard for me before that. I couldn't sit
I
on the
know.
plane for more than, couple of hours. So I was avoiding all the travel and things like that. But things have changed profoundly.
Wow, this is incredible. Like I just
But
this wow.
the thing is, Kia, everybody can have this. That's the thing. So it's our nature. It's not like, I'm special and things like that. No, it is not. Probably I'm more open. Probably I'm more sensitive, and probably I acknowledge more.
Mhm.
So that's what is possible when you start acknowledging that. Yeah, all these things are available for me. This is where I invite you to experience what's possible. All these beings of light are here to support you, help you, cheer you on this journey, but you have to ask. Shall we go into small meditation to get a taste of it?
Let's do it. I'm gonna pop off and you take us through it, and I'll be
Mhm.
right back when we're all
Okay.
set.
Okay. So if you are driving, don't do this. All right. Sit straight without straining your spine. Take 3 deep breaths through the nose, out through the mouth. Rest your awareness on the inside of your spine. Just rest. Don't try to focus too much. Just rest. Take your awareness right into the planet, into the core of the planet, and allow that crystalline white light to rise through your feet, through your spine, energizing all the chakras along the spine, exiting through your crown and reaching into the central sun. And a beautiful golden beam of light is coming down from the central sun into your crown, down through the spine, into the core of the planet. Rest your awareness on the center of the spine. You can sense the stream of light going up and down now. These streams are flushing out all the memories, conditioning, limitations you have set for yourself. Just be in allowance, you don't have to do anything else. Rest deeply. And now allow this column of light to expand around your spine, around your body. It's forming a big column of light for about 8 meters around your body. You're sitting right in front of it, in the center of it. Rest even more deeply, like never before. Now we invite the light beings who like to contribute to your life and living. Just send out the thought and invite them into this column of light. Don't worry, any being that's of lower harmonics cannot enter this light, okay? So just invite and ask them to show them to you. The beings of light who are cheering for you, who like to contribute to your life and living on the planet. You may be sensing something through your body. You may be smelling or getting a vision or even hear sounds or words. Just observe. Observe the sensations, visions, sounds, and smells. Sometimes your taste could also change. And ask them for an evidence that you will see in the next 48 hours. Something may pop up in your awareness, a word or symbol. Just observe that. All right, you can thank all of them and allow the column of light to collapse into your spine. Ask the planet to drain all the energy that's not yours, all the energies that your body cannot cope with. Let the planet take them away from your body. Put your feet flat on the floor. Allow the allow the floor to meet your feet. Sense the sitting bone on the chair. Rub your belly button. Rub your face and come back.
Whew. I mean, this is the calmest I've felt in a really long time.
Cool.
Usually since I went to see Guru Dev.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
So, honestly, that was pretty extraordinary. I don't know about how you guys are feeling, but I felt very, very hot.
Mm.
Very, very like and I'm perimenopausal, so I get hot flashes, but it didn't feel quite the same.
Mhm.
But I just felt very hot. I felt very light, and I saw a symbol in my head.
Awesome. Look for it.
Mhm, mhm.
In the
I've
next
seen it
couple.
before, but it
Okay.
came so strongly, like, it came to me in a dream before,
Mm-hmm.
and it came then just when I was doing that meditation, very c like, crystal clear, and usually when I'm inside the darkness behind my eyes, right, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm meditating, or I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing the Silva method, or I'm whatever I'm doing, I don't see, like, a movie screen back there like
Yeah.
some people do. I
Mm-hmm.
see darkness, okay, but sometimes through the darkness,
Mm-hmm.
some images will sort of be shadowy, and it's like it's trying to come through, but it's just not there yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this symbol
Mm-hmm.
came through crystal clear, right? And to be honest with you, it's almost like the light key for
Oh.
kindness,
Ah,
almost, but it's
okay.
slightly different.
Right. Okay.
It's
Okay.
slightly different.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could explain it to you. It's not quite the infinity symbol, but it's almost
Mm-hmm.
like 2 hoops making interchange, like making an X,
I
but
see. Okay.
okay, so it's kinda like the infinity
Okay.
symbol, but not quite it,
Okay.
right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So interesting. That
Mm.
was very interesting. That's all I can say about that.
Yeah.
And I love that, and I love a guided meditation. It's legit my favorite thing. It's my
Okay.
favorite thing.
Mm.
So, and I think more people should do them, and I love that if we all did it together, there
Mm.
was a group of us meditating, channeling divine energy all together, and that's incredibly powerful.
Totally.
So, I
So
love that for all of us.
for me, if 10 of us are gathering together, the output is the outcome is 100 times, not just 10 times. We exponentialize each other's experience, definitely.
Mm. So tell me, if you're watching this, if someone were to be watching the recording of this later and they did that with us, would it
Mhm.
still be the same effect?
Oh, yes, totally. See, healing is timeless.
Mm, I
Totally.
love
Time is
that.
an illusion. We created time.
Mhm.
So it'll totally work.
I love that. Everything's happening at the same time anyway.
Yeah.
So, at some timeline, we're just doing it,
Yeah.
and even though you're doing it,
Yeah.
right?
Some
So, oh my
timelines we
gosh.
are attached to. Yeah.
So this was so incredible, and you can't believe it, but it's been an hour and 12 minutes of us
Oh,
hanging out
wow.
together. And
It
it's
does
time for
seem
me to
like
wrap it up. And I feel like there's so much more we can talk about. So I hope that you'll come back again and be a
I
guest on Hot
will.
Topics Live podcast. I want to
Definitely.
dive really deep into those light beings because first of all, I can't wait to see what happens now.
Okay.
First of all,
You'll be
second of
very
all,
surprised. I'm telling you.
right?
I've done this so many times. Every
Oh
time.
my
I'm totally surprised.
gosh. This is really crazy in a good way, like in the
Mhm.
best of ways. So, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful to you. There's nothing more precious to me than helping people to move past things and to like change their mindset and become unstuck. Like that is my purpose. I would have never known that because coaching wasn't a thing when I was a kid,
Mhm.
but it's extraordinary to me to be able to accompany someone on their journey, to facilitate it, to guide them, to just be a loving support system while they're going through a transition or transformation.
Mhm.
And so, not every coach is the same. We're all different to begin with, but they're not every coach. Trying to, how do I put this? Like, just be careful on who you choose to to coach with.
I
And
I am with you on that. Totally.
yes.
Yeah. When I was going through tough times, I was starting to work with other coaches as well. Oh my God, the kind of different approaches and
Mhm,
consciousness from where they work from, it matters.
mhm,
It
mm,
totally matters. So
mhm.
please be aware of who you are working with. Definitely.
Before we go, I think
Hmm.
it's important that we give a shout out to your YouTube channel.
Thank you.
Okay. So just because I know I want to be respectful of your time, but
Mhm.
please tell us, like, what is Nila Mystic TV?
Yeah. Well, you will find everything you are looking for probably. There are about 1,000 videos of different kinds. You have meditation, you have healing sessions, you have facilitations, the recorded facilitation. You have tools like what I was giving you before, um, protocols and charts. If you only have 20 seconds, you can still get something out of that. So just check it out. It's all geared towards having a joyful life on the planet with ease and grace.
Mm, that should be my new mantra. Joyful life on the planet with ease and grace. I have a joyful, say it with me. I have a joyful life on the planet with
Planet
ease
with
and grace.
ease
That's
and
our
grace.
mantra going forward. And come back to this video and put in the comments how your life just becomes more joyful and with more ease and with more grace. I have absolutely loved having you on this podcast, Nila. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
thank you
This
so much.
has been chef's kiss. Amazing.
Receive with gratitude.
And so I'm gonna put you in the green room, and I'm gonna put you in the green room, and we will discuss, when you're coming back again, as soon as I finish wrapping up the show. We do have a comment up here, though. It
Mhm.
says, "Why be careful? Thousand kinds of jobs in the mantra. What if the mantra matters? I'm not sure I understand the question.
Mm.
Um, what we're saying is be careful of who you choose to
Yeah,
mentor or to coach
yeah.
with, because
It,
it's like a therapist. Like, you can't, like, not every therapist is going to be good for you or work with you the way you like, and not everyone has the same consciousness, Neela said, and
it's
that
not
matters.
being careful, it's being aware, right?
Yeah.
That is difference. When we ask you to be careful, um it feels like you will be at the effect of other person. But when you are being aware, you will know who can contribute to you more, who
Oh, I
can
love that.
pull you
Yeah.
down. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Discernment.
Yes,
Discernment.
yes.
So I hope that that helps you, but you can always ask your questions when you're watching live. So set your notification so you know when I come live, because I never know when I'm going to come live. I come live when I can, to spend some time with you. So set your notifications, subscribe, like, share this episode, go and subscribe to Neela's YouTube channel. Just in case you forgot what it is, here it is. And if you go to her website, remember this, you can take free courses. I mean,
Mhm.
what's better than free? Although I do like to charge people myself, because um, my experience is, if you got skin in the game, you're gonna, it doesn't always work that way, but you're
I
gonna
totally
really
agree.
show up. You
I
know what I
agree.
mean? But to learn, if
Mhm.
you want to put skin in the game with Neela, go take her free courses so you can go, oh my God, I love her. She was great on the podcast. I love her courses. Now I'm subscribed to her YouTube channel, and I want to also coach with her. So so go there, and that all the social media handles are there if you want to follow her. All the information you need is going to be here. Again, thank you so much, Neela. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you
Grateful.
so much, Kia. It was fun.
See you soon. Okay, wasn't she extraordinary? Okay, so as it turns out, my battery is low. So we're going to do this quickly. You know what time it is. It's the time that I do something special for you. What do we got here? Oh, thousands of jobs in the world. What I'm questioning is, there is 1,000 jobs in the world. Okay, let me see if I can help you. Do you need to try to figure out what you want to do in your life, babe? There's so many jobs, you're trying to figure out which job to do? Because if that's the case, then I would go with what's going to give you joy, what's going to pay you well if you need money. And but first and foremost, what's going to give you joy, and then learn the skill set. The best investment you will ever make is in yourself. So acquire the skills that you need to do the job that you'll love doing, you know, or creating. But there are lots of jobs in the world, and you got to find the one you love. So I hope that helps you. Um, and sometimes you have to take the job you can get, and on the side, build the thing you love doing. And then when that thing you love doing makes more money than the job that you're doing just to get by, you let that job go. How many billions of people are there? And then why are there people dying? Because, sweetie, life is a cycle. We're born and we die. Our souls incarnate here for an experience. Once we have that experience, we go to the next level of existence. Okay, but thanks for sharing. I wish I can answer more questions. Set your notification when you come live so that you can ask more questions then. Okay. For now, I got to wrap it up because I don't want this to die on you. All right. You know what time it is for all my little hotties in my tribe. Soul Truth Self-Awareness Card Deck by Brianne Hovey. These are daily questions that will transform your life. As you know, I'm all about transformation. I am offering something. I have a new offering. It's in the description box. It's called Self-Sabotage Mastery. It starts February 2nd. I'm only taking 12 people. You have an option whether you want to do one-on-one private coaching with me, or if you want to do it in a small group. You have to enroll, and I'm only accepting people who really want to do the work, that they're serious. So you have to fill out an application, and if you're accepted, then I'll receive your payment. And because it's a paid course, it's reasonably priced, and you get to work with me. If your style is someone who is conscious and loving and nurturing but firm, then I might be the coach for you. So what I'm doing is shuffling up these cards. That's what you're hearing. And I'm going to shuffle them until one pops out. And that's going to be your message just for you from your God, your source, your higher power, your higher self, whatever you believe in. This is an inclusive environment. For the person who asked me if I supported Palestine earlier, I'll put it up on the screen. My answer is this. I support humanity. I support everyone's right to live and to have a joyful life with ease and grace, right? And I don't think that genocide should happen to anyone, anywhere. I think about my beloved Armenia and the genocide that happened there. I think about any group of people. I'm a humanist. I like people, and I think we deserve to live. Okay, hope that answered that question. Ooh, this says, what can I burn? This is your card and this is your message. Okay. Burn it. Burn it all. The ugly lies, the pain, the shame, the criticism, the images that run through your head, the reminders of what you did wrong, and the proof that you are not enough. Burn, baby, burn. Your soul is calling. It is time for a rebirth. You are like the phoenix rising from the ashes, no longer attached to the past. You are free. Your wings are ready. Use them. Today's soul action: make the choice that you will no longer let the past define you. Pick up your pen. What will your next chapter look like? And I truly hope that this episode has helped you to be able to figure that out and do that. I appreciate you. Thank you for commenting. Your comments matter. Thank you. And I really love when you share good energy. This is an energy exchange, right? Podcasting on YouTube, it doesn't always make money. Right now, this podcast I'm doing is for free. My sponsor They sponsor this episode, but they don't charge you either. Mental health code, for now, unless you choose something from them. They just want to follow on Instagram, right? And so as we exchange positive energy, I think it's really important to be grateful and to communicate with each other and share that energy. There's enough hateful things happening in the world. We should have safe spaces we can go to have community and kindness and caring, right? So thank you for your message. And thank you for your kindness and subscribing and being a part of this tribe. And I hope that you'll set your notifications and come back and watch me live next time. I'm so grateful to Nila, as she was a wonderful guest. And I love you guys. I will talk to you next time.